Should be live. This one can be removed. I'm just checking connection for a moment before I go start recording. So this is just a warming up. Got a new microphone, so please let me know how it is. There we go. Okay. Just have to check a little email. Anyway, this microphone is the same one I have for my crash streams. Only this, well, it's a bit hanging around my monitor or whatever. So I have my hands free. I'm not connected to a cable. I still like my other microphone, but you know, that one was wired. This is wireless, or at least it's a stand microphone. I just attached it weirdly. And it has a mute button, so I want to test the mute. So I'm going to say the secret word, and if you hear the secret word, just repeat it, then I know I'm not muted. So I said the secret word. Did anyone hear the secret word, or was the mute knob successful? No one's saying the secret word. So it seems like I'm muted. Mute was working. Nice, nice, nice. Then if I sneeze, then I can easily mute. Right. So the first thing we're going to do is a very important thing. We're going to make a new base for 2025. Which means a new signature. Because you know me, I always forget those. And let's see. Well, let's pick this one. It's easy. I also found a list how to turn it into. Oh wait, this is rasterized. Okay. How to make one for Clip Studio Paint. So I'm gonna try that as well later on. So 25 is a bit big. Needs to be smaller, but not that small. Slightly higher. Slightly bigger. I think this is too much again. Yeah, that's way too much. They should be about the same size. And let's connect them, because you know we can. Good thing you helped me press record, because I did already forget it. But luckily, that's something that's needed for this part, so I can get away with it. That's a nice one. Define brush. Okay. And that way I should have the brush. But so that's brush. Yes. And now we need to find the brush in here. And delete. There we go. Pressing record. Start recording. First I'm going to move the thing away again. I do have to get used to the microphone blocking a little part of my screen that I never use. There we go. 70. Also, it's very cold up here. For your bingo card, I have a few things for the craft ones, if you ever decide to want to make one as well. Because I noticed a few things I always do or say. For example, I always call the spray varnish spray paint. Making new colors, mixing new colors, and calling it a blend. I make my own blends. Sounds so fancy. What? Go away. And here I was, being online for so long, hoping to prevent a commercial pop up, and I still get one. And actually, if you make a bingo card, I want to see if it's possible to make multiple versions so that you don't have to use the same one each time. So there's a little bit more game in it. Also, why the heck do I have 4 people watching? 4 on Twitch. Hello, hello. It's getting crowded in here. Okay. Primal text check for those who are not watching. Ooh, I feel a sneeze coming up. So I can test the mute button for when I sneeze. Well, the weekly news. Didn't manage to edit much after the weekend because work started again. And it's cold, it's rainy, and I had to cycle. And I was super tired when I got home and I fell asleep. So yeah, then you can't really edit if you fall asleep. What else? Of course, the cat news. Faros, yeah, he's doing okay. He's a bit more tired than usual, but he is having okay days. So we're keeping a close eye on him. We make sure he won't suffer, and thus far he's absolutely not suffering. On the contrary, he really begs for food all the time. He's been running through the house, and with running, I mean actual running. So, yeah. We do know that the dreaded day is coming closer. That's what you get with an extra day each day. But not this week, and probably not next week either. But cross fingers, cross all your fingers. Every day we have with Fados will be celebrated. And Vladimir won't be forgotten. He still gets lots of snuggles. He just gets less snacks because all the snacks aren't that great for him. But would you would you deny a dying patient his pie because it's bad for him? Kind of like that. Right. For the record, I did not get any foreign Christmas cards yet. They might be very delayed in the mail. Hopefully, they still come. But if you send something, it did not arrive yet. And I will let you know when it does. But I did get a parcel ish thing that was supposed to be delivered last year. So I'll let you know if it arrives. But anyway, I really like this microphone I have. In my micro studio, it has a magnetic base. It's not magnetic on itself, but it adheres to a big, strong magnet. Burps, pardon me. So I can stick it to my metal wall next to me. And here it's hanging over my screen on the side with buttons I never use. And I can change the color, but then whenever I mute it, the color gets reset anyway. So it's kind of a bit pointless if you want to use the mute button. And it has a pop filter. I have no idea if that helps. And yes, like I said, I did not get any foreign Christmas cards. Let's see. This is a non-penny comic. And it's it's a bit exaggerated, but it's still based on true facts. Also, why is Penny looking so sad? I had a migraine this morning, not anymore. I also need to draw for episode 6 because I did record episode 6. I just don't have any art for it just yet. And I have a meeting in the library this week about a possible cosplay event. Which means I don't have time to record this week. But that's why I still do every 3 weeks. So I actually want to do every 2 weeks, but I don't have the time to do that just yet. And otherwise, it's just until I finish the next episode. Thus far, the recording from last week went great. I managed to record the episodes, both languages, in 2 hours. So that was nice. So hopefully others go that fast as well. Would make it a lot nicer. This might become bigger. Do let me know if I start to mumble so you can't hear me anymore, because yeah, I can't place the microphone closer to me, but then it's resting on my screen. And well, I kind of need my screen to draw on. But I do tend to mumble once in a while. Let's see, this goes here. And let's see, well, we have Fantasy Fest around the corner. I don't think I'll be able to finish book 6 in Dutch for that. 3D printing is going fine. If you watched the stream last Sunday, I think I'm almost done until April. We're getting there. So my guess is by the speed of this, let's call it like that, that I might be able to finish painting this year's 3D prints around April. Wait, maybe February, even February, March, which means I can start focusing on the art of book 7 and paint a little bit for next year's 3D prints, design those, things like that. I'm just going to copy this. There we go. Yeah, I decided to skip the Epic Doll Fair this year. I want to see if I can attend a different doll fair. If they, because I think that's more my target audience. Was nice having the doll fair. I mean, I was home soonest of everyone because, yeah, it's in my hometown. That was easy. Uh, it's cold up here. Hydrate. Now the tricky part, drawing a beard, because I don't really do beards. I still have to design the Pride Month freebie, which shouldn't take that much time. I just have to do it. I might choose, instead of a cross stream, do an art stream then. Okay, now the back of his head. Okay, a bit high, but I actually really like the flow, so I'm just gonna take this. There we go. Had to cycle today through enormous cold weather for the second time this week. And my toes are still cold. My legs are still cold. I don't think this should be here. It feels wrong. It's probably gonna be some hand coloring. It's a bit small. Make it bigger. Oh, big forehead. Did you guys already listen to the audiobook? The Dutch version will appear this Friday. For those who want to listen, if there are any differences, yes, there is. Maybe someone will one day get super bored and ask me if they can translate it to German or to French, which I, by the way, would be okay with. Ah, sorry to hear you've been sick. Get well soon. My audio novel will wait. So don't worry about that. Besides, you already know the story. So there's not much difference. Yep, too big again. Drawing bald heads is very hard and tricky. Also, by the way, I showed the fan comic to my love and he loved it as well. So, appraisal all around. How does one hold a shaving? So it's kind of like a backwards mic. If I hold it like this, pretend this is my shaving machine. Okay, so it's gonna be a bit simplified for a razor, but you know. Let's see, past last Sunday, I did some painting. I was home. When I got home, I took a moment to put magnets on the ones I finished painting. So that's drying right now and should be dry Sunday for show. Um, yeah, and I'm painting new ones, so Now, and what this comic is about, well, it's a bit clear. It's about shaving. But someone in this household, not me, got a new razor, and it suddenly started bleeping. And when they looked up the information in the guide, it said you have to make an account if if you don't want to lose your shaving data. And I'm like, what shaving data? Also, this is too big again. This is too little. So apparently it collected shaving data, and if you didn't want to lose it, you had to make an account. So they made an account. Like, okay, let's see what the shaving data is. The shaving data was pretty much nothing, as in not useful information one bit. Can someone report that spammer for me, please? Because I don't think I can. Let me check once more. Yeah, I can only block it to restream chat. So if you can report it for me, that would be great. So anyway, you have a shaving app. The data you collect with shaving is useless. So that was like, okay, delete app. And memory clear for the shaving. Also, this Sunday, no cross stream because, so I did mention show and tell, but that's not this Sunday. Because my student is coming over. First time in the year. And I found something at the giveaway cabinet that I think she might like redecorating. So my goal this week is Sunday is, first day, my day off, is the meeting. Saturday, is pretty much household. And Sunday is my student coming over. So there's not much I can do. And thank you for reporting. So that means next week, I think, will be a cross stream, and then hopefully a lot of show and tell, unless I forget. So feel free to help me remember. You know what? I don't like this line. There we go. We just gave him a full beard, even more than he already had. The word you're looking for is not Eastern, it's almost Easter. Eastern is the area in the world. Oh, that's a weird hand. I think I need a couple more guidelines. First, we're just going to save. Oh yeah, and I have to do taxes this weekend. But that shouldn't take too much time. But it is something I need to do. Okay, that's a very weird hand. Still a weird hand. This is a very difficult position, and I'm actually too tired. So I'm doing the best I can. Okay, so the hand is now okay-ish. It just needs to be a bit more this way. At the end of this month, I also miss a day for recording because I have an assignment, a paid assignment. Yay! But it takes a whole day. So yeah, I'm at right now. The releases of the audiobook will be once every 3 weeks for a language. Considering I should be able to record both episodes in 1 week, if all goes well. Um, so that if I do miss a week, I don't get behind immediately. And otherwise, well, that's just how life's going to be. Then after 5 episodes, I can announce a season 2, which I technically, if I finish chapter 1, I could make a little break if needed to get a little bit of extra time to record more episodes. Because the ultimate goal is having fun. You will hear it if I record something and don't have fun. Yeah, always double check your work. Wow, that's a weird head. Oh, by the way, with your fan comic, if you can mention it's based on an unpublished comic, that way that if I do publish the comic one day, people will not like say you were first and you are copying it from a fan, kind of like that, just to avoid issues. Because I know, I know, but the rest of the world does not know. Here there goes. I'm just gonna copy those hands, okay? And slaving away for it anyway. Thank you for already thinking about that. And like said, I trust you fully with my character because I know you do it justice. And you treat them with respect. Did, did, did I just accidentally delete it here? Oy, 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 oy. I'm not the smartest one around, am I? Yeah, that's a bit big. Audio quality still fine? Because I'm more or less moving away, going towards it. It should have auto correction, but technically it's a €13 microphone. I'm very pleased with it. Helps me avoid having to move around things. For the recordings, I will still, for my audiobook, I will use the same microphone. Because, quality and them be the same and all. So that's the only time I have to move around the microphone. But other than that, now I have to move around less. Have to move around less parts, and yeah, I still have to move around my laptop for the streaming because my old laptop simply cannot handle the stuff. I can use it for when I stop with all the commercials. I can use it if I work there privately, so I have some music and videos to watch, so that's fine, but not for streaming. I can put away this microphone. Oh, let's put it over here. Can I move it over here? There we go. Old mic, it was fine, still fine after being about 25 years old. It's just it's wired. That's a bit yellow. That's a bit dark. Can be slightly. That's the color. I will be hand coloring the beard. Um, I'm okay with having a 2x2 panel. The only reason I don't do it is because I'm too lazy. So feel free to change the format slightly so it fits better for other social media. I do wonder if my love will one day be recognized on the street just because of his t-shirts. I know he has the same style here, but he technically only wears one kind of t-shirt with one character on it. And I did give him, by the way, this shirt, the one you're seeing right now, design all. If I recall well, the backside has the backside of shampoo. Just for funsies. Let's make that shaving thing dark blue. Because then the red pops even more. That's a bit too light. By the way, usually when my student comes, I do craft Just don't stream because it's usually like 15 to 30 minutes or whatever. Where did I miss a spot over here? Did I miss a spot or was that one over here? I missed a spot over here. Multiple spots, by the way. That one doesn't need. Let's see the gray over here for the shaving thingy. Just checking who's still with me. Say cake if you are still with me. I have 1 on YouTube, 4 on Twitch. It's the only cake you may have. The cake is not a lie. It's just digital. Okay, now to get the hair color, which is going to be tricky because it's starting to gray as well. But I think I'm just going to add a little bit more gray. Let's keep him forever young. Strange, by the way, that because I'm using Restream, I can stream on 2 sites on the same time, but the chat doesn't merge. Sure, I could put, by the way, put the chat on screen, which someone recommended last week. But you know, privacy things and all. Maybe one day I will do a public chat stream if there are more people, but then I will announce it like I'm going to show the chat on stream, so be careful what you say, think about your own privacy, all that things. Okay, I think this is the base coloring. Still has a baby face. We currently have 6 people, 2 on YouTube, 4 on Twitch. Of course, there could be someone logged in twice, just muting one stream and watching the other. Want this to be shiny. There we go. Bleep. Someone bleeped. Why is someone... Oh, that one's meeting. Mute. Mute the tab. I know one of the secret watchers. Let me see if I can open my stream. Let's see. So, which I do have to mute, by the way. Otherwise, you'll go crazy with echoes. Digital Arts is live. So we're going to get meta with all the streams and all. Okay. How does this look? Okay, so if I see my stream, this is my stream. There should be a chat box over here. It is possible you need to unfold it. Top chat? No, we want live chat. And then I can say, hoi. And then how long does it take for it to reach me? This is quite a lot of pennies. Woo! All the penny in the world! So anyway, the live chat should be on the side. Yeah, triple indeed. So, and apparently there's a bar over here, live chat. Neem deel aan het gesprek. Venster openen. So maybe you need to click that. But yeah. Let's see, because now I want to have things open. So this was the foreground. Now we can do the background. Background. Where's my tool? And missed a spot over here. Selection. I think this is it. Yep, that's it. And now we give it a nice color. You know, it's about him. Let's make it purple. Because we can. Slightly less bright. And now let's return the text. I do miss the beard, by the way. Forgive me the pun, but it grows on me. And again, why does a shaving machine have memory? And if it does have memory, why doesn't it save useful data? Oh, that went wrong with the tail. Let's see if this fixes it. No, to clear the memory would override itself if you would continue, but then you would lose all your shaving data. It's just that the shaving data it saves is like, you shaved 20% of your head. And no, I did not, because my beard is fully gone. Just quoting, by the way, I don't have a beard. As far as I know. Okay, I think we're ready for the text check. Where's my snipping? Snippy. Ah, there's my snippy. So you should all be able to read it. And I'm going to start up the text file. Don't worry, it goes to a different screen soon enough. This one's fine. Need to make it smaller because it's on the size I use to read my story. It's the 7th, I believe. Yeah. Let's see. No pop-ups with ads, because there's a whole page with ads. It's on its way, don't worry. There it goes, there's the expected ad. And now it can go over here. I'll momentarily check for its size. Because you need to be able to read it as well, not just me. That's a bit too much. Oh, come on, guys. That's a bit too much. There we go. Second check. Oh. Okay, second check. Okay, so we have 7 people watching, 5 on Twitch, 2 on YouTube. Oh, and we jump back to 4 on Twitch and 1 on YouTube. But that was announced, by the way. So, this one will be checked offline by someone else. So let's first save it. I said save it, not close it. Go. I have 3 screens and it's way too little for me. I need more screens, more. Wait, that's not what I selected, guys. Okay. Thing being weird again. Banner. Okay, so this one can close down and we can go to Clip Studio Paint. My next computer should have more possibilities for screens, so you can have 4 screens. Because I have my Cintiq, which is one big screen. I have an old HP screen, which is still doing fine, and you can turn it on all. It was very fancy for its time. That was my second screen. I have an old Samsung from my love, and I still have my LG TV, which you can connect to a screen, to a computer, so with HDMI. So then I have a huge screen, and I do want it over here. It's just my computer doesn't have more output, input places for screens. I can mirror it, but that's kind of not very useful. Okay. Yeah, I can use this as a base. That's fine. Just for the size. Ooh, I need to make a new folder. 2025. And it's January. Technically, I haven't really drawn a lot the past year, but that's because mainly it was the 3D print tracing and etc. So the episode 6. First, we're gonna get a nice background. By the way, I did contact the one who donated the music for the audiobook. And I've decided that the moment they will hit a new country, they reach a new country, the main background music will change. But if my memory serves me right, it should be around episode 60. Let me check. Let me quickly check. I have an online wiki. I can check it. Also, if you don't mind spoilers, check out my wiki, because each time I record, I also add an episode. So when do they technically reach the new country? Because it's not mentioned. No, wait. It's. I think it's going to be episode 48. I think episode 47 is still in the first country, and then episode 48 is going to be the new country. And let's see, then the main music will return in about 64 or 65. They don't really reach a lot of countries in book 1, just 2. And in book 2, let's see, book 2. Do they technically reach? They should go through the first country again. I would probably have to check my map which route they probably took. So it could be they avoid the countries from episode 1. So that would be at least 3 countries. And that's going to be tricky, because there is going to be a part in episode 150 that is part different country, and at the end it's main country. So, but we still have plenty of time, because we're working on episode 6. That's interesting. I know that Anne Frank's friend was called Kitty, but in my case, it was just it's my internet nickname for about, well, I was 17 or 18, I think, and I'm way ancient now, so it's about over 20 years ago. And I just liked a name that could be shortened, so from Kitty to Kit, and Ocean because of water. So, and the Penny character is designed about, well, we're technically we're year 17, so 17 years ago. But yeah, we're going to start on sketching, and I don't know how much sketch I'm going to keep because I'm going to draw two guys. Um, I don't think it's wise to get Penny on the road. What exactly do you do? Well, currently I'm going to start on the illustration for my audio novel, episode 6. Usually on the Tuesdays, I first work on the newspaper comic for my town's comic, which is in Dutch. And let's see. Yeah, so I do mostly drawing. On the Sunday, I usually do crafts. So yeah, that's what I do. I just draw and talk. Mhm. Yeah, there are more people in the Netherlands called Kitty, so it's purely coincidental. And I know these guys by heart, so it shouldn't be that hard for me to draw them. But I always doubt myself, so I'm going to look up the reference because I can. Because I also have a reference of online. And thank you for the compliments. Well, even though I've been streaming for quite a while, I am still new to this, so I'm always tips are welcome. Let's see my reference for Matsuru. There, my references. Wait, I put those in references? Well, maybe I should organize it again. Matsuru. I have a reference of Matsuru online. There we go, Matsuru. I'm just very insecure, and that's why I look up a reference, which I drew myself, so that's fine. Yeah, still this. And you're most welcome to return. Well, currently I'm drawing Matsuru, one of the main characters of my audio novel. And this illustration will accompany episode 6 because I haven't shown him in the audio novel just yet, which is, by the way, free to listen to. Cha-cha art. Do you mean the VTuber, that moving character? In this image, Matsuru is still 21 years old, so he's still quite young. Considering that everyone on this planet can live forever. I'm an illustrator, I'm an author, I'm a webcomic artist, I'm an art teacher. I still have my day job as a customer service employee. I'm a crafter, and I'm someone who can't sit still. Even kijken, the character with purple hair on the side. Yes, I can show that better. One moment. Where's my OBS? There we go. Let's there. The purple-haired character is the main character of the visual novel, but the visual novel starts at episode 1, and this is about book 7. I need to know which outfit did he have on episode 1. So I need to go a little bit further in my old ancient references. There he is. He's going to be official now. This is going to be his official book 1 art, or at least until they meet their seamstress, who does their clothes. And I thank you for all the compliments. Does this? No, I can't. I can't show an emote as a thank you for your comment, and I can't even. There we go. My references goes all over the place. I think I'm going to move the reference to my different screen. There we go. My webtoon is it's my local newspaper who went from paper to digital, and they needed a comic about 18 years ago. It's almost 18 years. So they asked me to draw a comic for it. So it's about local news and things that happened to me. Local news is a bit quiet at the moment, so it's mostly about things that happened to me or people I know. And well, because it's a Dutch newspaper, it has to be in Dutch. But you can always ask for translations. And I'm using my audio novel art as practice because I also want to do a picture book. I do have the story. It's just I don't have the art style yet. So I'm using this as practice the art style, or mostly the color style, because the art style is going to be slightly different. But yeah, I like to do a lot of things at the same time. Okay, I think this should be the art, so I'm going to do minor cleanup because I want to keep the sketchy style. I'm first going to copy this just in case. And work on the copy. Brush density goes lower and make it a bit bigger. That doesn't help, you know. If you have the brush density, it should be less. Okay, even more less. So I can keep some of the lines and keep them slightly visible, just not everything. I want to keep the sketchy look. Ah, hello. I'm having my weekly visitor. Meow. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but my cat Vladimir says hi. Vladimir. I don't think it did, but it was a soft mew. Gonna keep some of these lines. To keep the sketchy feel. It's a bit, yeah, he's very passive and calm. So yeah, and it's a bit awkward. So yeah, the pose fits. Minimal shading with the pencil because I want to have it a sketchy pencil look. That was not nice. Okay, so that's our Matsuru. And now we're going to do Blade. I don't really like drawing this way, but you know. Let's grab the reference for Blade. Luckily, I did it around the same time as Matsuru, so that's easy to find. And while Matsuru is kind and soft-hearted, Matsuru Blade is more closed. Has a reason, by the way, so don't call him a bully just yet. No, my model isn't on screen because I kind of need the space. I'm a big drawer. This size? Yeah, this size. Oh, wait. You mean my VTuber? Thank you for mentioning that. There we go. VTuber back. Yay! Penny's back. So yeah, the VTuber is called Penny because that's the main character of my webtoon. Okay, so no, that I don't need that one. I didn't. Why is there a wrong button on this thing? I don't need wrong buttons. He is a bit more stronger. About the same age as Matsuru, by the way. They've been childhood friends. And he is the kind of guy that works out. Yeah, I think your keyboard did eat some of the keys. Feed your poor keyboard. It's hungry. It's starting to eat the letters. Huh. Seems like the cat already left. I need a closed pose. And I need to keep an eye on the time. It's 10:15 and I need to work tomorrow. So this is still just something I'd like to do as a hobby. I would love to make money from it, but I'm realistic. And thank you for being here. I hope to see you again. Because it needs a band over here. What season was episode 1? It was Licote, which is our equivalent to October, but winter starts in the 12th month. So that's 12, 1, 2, 3. No, there are 4 seasons. I can't remember when the seasons change. I would have to look up my thingy. Whatchamacallit? Timetable. I made a timetable. And I don't have that here at the moment. So. And I'm getting distracted again. I'm so easy with getting distracted. He has a bit too beefy neck. And needs more higher shoulders. Let's see, and he has something. Looks like cuss, by the way. A bit too pointy fingers. That's okay. And as I'm writing the novels, which, by the way, I already finished the Eternity series, I'm also learning things. For example, I realized I did not have yet a disabled character, and that's why Celia from Moonriders only has one leg. It's not like I want to go checklist from I need this, I need that, but I was like, wait, I haven't discussed something like that just yet, and then a story formed in my head. So, and Celia, by the way, is well, I really like her. She's not in this image or whatever, but Celia is well, she was raised quite sheltered and then thrown into the world, so she learns a lot about the world, and well, she learns to defend herself. So she becomes an archer. Okay, so this I need to keep on drawing. But if you miss one, well, it's not the complete leg. She misses the one of her foot and one of her feet from the knee to the feet. So quite a big chunk of her leg. Blade goes frowny, frowny. He has reason to be frowny, frowny. If you listen to episode 1, you know why he's frowny, frowny. Oh, he looks horrendous. I really don't like the eyes. They're way too big. Maybe I can make them slightly smaller without having to redraw them. Yeah, this is better. Still don't like his face, his jawline and all. So wrong brush. Now the hair. Um, well, it has been such a while since I drew him, so I actually need to get into the flow again. Looking that way, and I'm doing it wrong. I shouldn't do it like that. I should first draw with his spiky hair. Then this part. How did I do it? It has been ages since I drew Blade. Blade. I honestly did Graven before Blade? Jeez. There's Blade. So I honestly did just this. Okay. Blade will become less grumpy in later episodes. So don't worry about that. Grumpy face is not going to stay for long. Still think his eyes are too big. Too far apart, too big. Let's see if I can move it, how that works. And it's the jawline. Again, wrong brush. I need the one below it. His jawline was way too low. Maybe it helps if I remove some lines so I can see better. He does have darker eyes, but I mean, he's still young in here, so maybe that's my excuse. He's still young in here. And I'll be drawing him more often from now on. So because he's in more episodes, Blade is one of the main characters. Maybe it helps if I make this a bit higher. Just gonna try. No, that's just pouty face. There we go. One day I will learn to get the right brush from the start. Yeah, it looks like a younger Blade. And I'm a messy sketcher. I'm well aware I'm a very messy sketcher. Some people can't even, well, let's call it read my sketches. Then are like, okay, what did you actually draw? What is it? So I'm well aware not everyone likes my sketchy style. And I also have lots of things to learn how to draw because something feels quite off. Maybe I need something like this more. You know, if I just make this vague, then people don't really know what they see. So let's just practice for my children's book that I plan one day. But also anatomy practicing, but yeah. It's like this and this. It should be like this. that's part of the issue. His neck is way too long. That's a lot better. Just move it downwards. I know he's supposed to be a bit muscular and all, but this was, yeah, a bit too much. Still needs bigger shoulders, by the way, so. Head count, who's still here? I feel so alone. Okay. Now to position these guys a bit together. Bit bigger, because you know we have a big screen. There we go. And then Matsuru. So Matsuru should be in front. So duplicate layer, and then I'm going to remove some of blade over here. Working on a copy, so don't worry. Still have the original art. Because Matsuru is the mainer character. So he should be up front. Why not Naraku? Well, we already had 5 episodes that were Naraku-centric with the art. So now we're going to get the boys. And we're probably going to get them more in the future. So now we're just going to color them. What I'm first going to do is put them all into one folder. Because then it's easier to duplicate the folder, make it one layer. Make it one layer. Merge select layer. Hide the original layers, so don't worry. And let's see. Make them a bit more. And I want the creamy-ish, yellowish. That's a bit too dark. And we're going to color. And for 2 hours already. That's quite long. And again, have to keep in mind, I need to work tomorrow, so I need to hurry, because it needs to be finished today. Brush, watercolor, layer, so we can actually color. That's too light. Yeah, that's the right color. So first what we're going to do is the base color. I may not remove my brush from the canvas, because then it removes, and then I get layers all over each other that don't mix, merge, whatever. Okay, it's okay if I go a little bit out the line. It needs to have a watercolor effect. And I need those to have a low opacity, very low. I'm sorry, I don't know who Wars Into the Wildest, and I kind of don't have time for requests, because I'm working on art for my audio novel. I hate this. I hate doing parts like this. Oh, I should just make it smaller. Ooh, that's smart of me. That's the wrong one. And I need to make it even lower opacity. Why is not having a lower opacity? It's just having the same opacity. Blending mode, texture density, watercolor edge. Okay, I hate that part in the hair. There we go. So watercolor edge, I need soft bleed. Is that the one I need? Oh yes, I need the soft bleed. Gives me the soft bleed. Still finding my way in this program. How's you? Bit too light, but that's okay. While I edit. Yep. Don't remove your brush from the canvas. You need to make sure you have a nice layer. You can always use the brush later. Already wondered which brush I used on my Christmas card. It was this one. And it's okay if I use it over here. Let's see. Nice dark brown-ish. Because our boy is kinda boring. Do not release the brush. Even if your arm starts hurting. Come on. Almost there. Don't give up. Phew. That's way too dark. First we're safe. And then the opacity goes even lower. Make it bigger. Do I like this? No, I don't like this. I need actually a brush that is a blend between the soft one and this round one. Can I make that brush? Brush shape, dual brush, and okay. Do need the watercolor. Apply brush shape. Brush tip, spraying effect, stroke, texture. Watercolor edge. I can't change this. Turn on watercolor edge to add a texture. Yeah, I want to. Let's see how this works. Okay, this is a nice soft brush. Not, and now I'm gonna make it a little bit more opacity. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I have to remember his eye. The inner part is brown. The outer part is green. And opacity needs to be lighter, lower, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so that's Matsuru done. Now we move to Blade, who is even less creative with his colors. Let's first do his eye because that one's easy. Opacity a bit higher. Slightly too light, but that's okay. It's watercolor. Do not move the brush. Let the brush do its work. Ignore all the stings in your arm and wrist. By the way, do not ignore stings in your arm or wrist, by the way. That's very bad. I wish I could make my brush bigger while using it. And if Clip Studio Paint has that functionality, I have not yet found it. Oh, almost there, almost there, almost there. Oh, I'm getting... and we made it. So I need this very low one for the tips to get a... I need to reset these. Yes. Just to get that watercolor line effect. A bit more black. And now the jeans colored part. That's too light. Oh, I need to cough, and that's not good if you want to keep a one steady line. Well, that was not a one steady line, but I actually like this blurb. It's too much. Maybe I can work with this. Let's just trust the process for a change. Okay, and that's gray. Not my character called gray, the color gray. Okay, so that's the main art from the guys. Let's put it more in screen. And then get one of my whatevers. Presets. I need my presets. Let's see if I can work with this one. So, by the way, try to ignore it, but these guys are off center. There we go. Can I work with this if I overlay a color? Okay, yes. And then lower the hue. Oh, okay. That's a nice effect. Did not account for that. And per usual, I need to add a little bit of brush, thick paint around, let paint and apply just. And I do want to experiment with this one. That is, as soon as it loads. Because we remember that Naraku is all about purple, plus she's all about influencing these guys. So what I first need to do is this. It needs to be deleted. So at least I have a base to work with. And green because of the forest. Purple because of Narako. Bit more this, and then that is too much. This is better. I still think it's all too harsh. So I need, maybe it helps if I make it lighter. Okay, yes, that helps. And I'm going to look for my renders again. Value save. Is this something I can work with? Also, let's close these. Memory. I just want to make it bigger. And move it to the back. And make it soft light. Overlay. Okay, yes, I actually like this. It was an accident, but I like it. Okay, I like this shady feel. Maybe if I put it like this. And maybe move it a bit around. Okay, now I just need the color to match. Okay, yes, I like it. I actually don't really like the drawing of Matsuru and Blade, but yeah, that's the hand I've been dealt with. That's not something I can change anymore. Art needs to be done. Maybe just make the sides a bit more. What? That's something I need to get used to. Almost dropped my mic, and this is not the moment for a mic drop. Is it that green part that's not right? Yep, it's the green part. That's mostly... I actually think I should keep it like this. I need to practice the guys again. And what I'm also gonna do is be lazy. No, this one. Seriously? You go. You go. You flatten. I'll check out how to turn it into a brush later. This works as well. I'm going to add one little experiment just to see if it helps. That does improve the art quite a bit. Of course I'm doing it on the wrong layer. Why should I do it on the right layer? Okay. I like it a lot better already. It's a weird piece of art, by the way. It's Art Nouveau. Or, well, I don't know what it is, but it's weird. And I should do some renders again. So anyway, this has been an enormous long stream. 2.5 hours. And I really need to get to bed. So I'll be seeing you next Tuesday, I think. I guess. So I'll be seeing you. Bye bye.